This video, I am going to explain about bus impedance matrix and how they form. Bus impedance matrix and bus admittance matrix are main important tool for power system analysis. This matrix is used in fault analysis, or another name of fault analysis, short circuit analysis. What's bus impedance matrix? It's a symmetric full matrix which is obtained from inversing Y bus matrix or directly formed from the power system network. Here bus impedance matrix is the inverse of bus admittance matrix. First of all, calculate the bus admittance matrix. Just take inverse, you get bus admittance, bus impedance matrix. The bus impedance matrix of in the form Z11, Z12, etc. Z1n like this form n cross n matrix. The diagonal element of this matrix is called driving point impedance, and the off diagonal elements are called the transfer impedances. Always the bus impedance matrix is symmetric. That means the Z11 is equal to Z21, Z13 is equal to Z31, Z23 is equal to Z32, etc. Then Z bus matrix is always a full matrix. Suppose in case of Y bus matrix, some elements are zero, means here in case of Z bus matrix, that element has some value in Z bus matrix, the full matrix. Z bus matrix is important tool for fault analysis or short circuit analysis. What are the methods available for forming Z bus matrix? Here the first method, form bus admittance matrix and take the inverse of get bus impedance matrix. This method is only applicable for very small power system, because in a large power system, number of buses are more. Therefore, matrix size also large. For example, n is the number of buses in the power system. Therefore, the impedance matrix size is n by n. Matrix size large, it is little difficult to take inverse. So this method is not applicable for large networks. The next two methods are applicable for large two networks. Say using bus building algorithm, using LU factorization of Y bus matrix. This video we are going to forming bus impedance matrix by using bus building algorithm. Let's see bus building algorithm. Bus building algorithm consists of four cases. First case, add a branch of impedance ZB from new bus to reference bus. Case number 2, add a branch of impedance ZB from new bus to existing bus. Case number 3, add a branch of impedance ZB from existing bus to reference bus. Case number 4, add a branch of impedance ZB from existing bus to existing bus. Let's see case number 1. Case number 1, add a branch of impedance ZB from new bus to reference bus. Consider a n bus system. The power system, this power system consists of n number of buses except reference bus. The bus impedance matrix of the system is like this. The order of the matrix is n by n matrix. Now let's add new bus with branch impedance ZB to the reference bus. Now the total number of buses in the system is n plus 1. The order of the matrix is increased by 1. That is one column and one row. The new column element and new row elements are all 0. The diagonal element is new branch impedance. Now check the bus numbers. The bus number is n plus 1. Then check the order of the matrix, plus 1 by n plus 1 matrix. So both are same, total number of buses and the order of the matrix are both are same. So this is the original matrix for case number 1. Now let's see case number 2. Add a branch of impedance ZB from new bus to existing bus. Now let's consider n bus system. This is the matrix of this n bus system. Now let's add branch of impedance ZB between new bus and old bus. Old bus or another name is existing bus. This bus is already exiting in this n bus system. Here one new bus is added. So the total number of buses in the system is n plus 1. N plus 1. In this matrix, so that the one column and one row also increasing. New column element is previous column element. Just copy the previous column element. Then new row element is previous row element. Just copy the previous row elements. The diagonal element is equal to sum of previous diagonal element plus new branch impedance. Now let's check the order of the matrix. The order of the matrix is n plus 1 cross n plus 1. The total number of buses n plus 1. So this one is the original matrix for this case. Now let's see the case number 3. Add a branch of impedance from existing bus to reference bus. Similarly, consider a n bus system. It has a bus impedance matrix of the format like this. Now adding a branch of impedance ZB between the existing bus and the reference bus. Existing bus, the another name of existing bus is old bus. These two buses are already exit in the n bus system. Anyway, ZB is added, so modification is required in this matrix. Is similar to this modification is similar to case number 2. One column increasing, one row increasing. The column element and the row elements of previous column and previous row elements. Just to copy the last column element and last row elements. The diagonal element is the sum of previous diagonal element plus new branch impedance. This is our added branch in this case. ZNN plus ZB. Now check the order of the matrix. The order of the matrix is now increased by 1. So the order of the matrix is n plus 1 by n plus 1. Then check the bus numbers. Here no extra buses are added in this system, so the bus number is n. So the bus number not matches with the order of the system. So this matrix is not a original matrix of this case. So I mark this matrix as Z bus dash. If obtain the original matrix, we reduce one column and one row by using a row elimination and column elimination formula. So that by using the elimination formula, the old matrix values are modified and eliminate the last column and last row. The elimination formula becomes ZJK actual is equal to ZJK minus ZJ n plus 1 Z n plus 1 K divided by Z into n plus 1 into n plus 1. By using this formula, modify all old values and eliminate last column and last row. We will get actual Z bus matrix of this case number 3. Case number 4. Add a branch of impedance ZB from existing bus to existing bus. Here also consider a n bus system with two existing buses P and Q. Another name of existing bus are old buses. I named the old bus name is P and Q. The actual impedance matrix of this system is like this. Here I also mark the pth bus data and qth bus data. This pth bus column impedance value, qth bus column impedance value. This is also pth bus row impedance value, qth bus row impedance value. Because we are going to connect the ZB between these two old buses. Now adding a branch of impedance ZB between P and Q. Now the modification required in this matrix. The modification is here increase one column, increase to one row. The new column elements are new column element value is equal to pth column minus qth column element value, because the new branch impedance is connected between pth bus and qth bus. So here subtract this two column element, you get new column. Similarly, the new row element is equal to pth row element minus qth row element. Then what about the diagonal value? The diagonal value is equal to branch impedance plus ZPP. This is ZPP, ZQQ minus 2 into ZPQ. Now check the order of the matrix. The order of the matrix is n plus 1 cross n plus 1. The number of buses in the system is n. The number of buses in the system is not matched with the matrix. So this matrix is not a actual matrix. So I mark Z bus dash. Now again modification required, that is elimination of column and row by eliminating the last column and last row by using the column and row elimination formula. Zjk actually is equal to Zjk minus Zj into n plus 1, Zn plus 1 into k, Zn plus 1 into n plus 1. Using this formula, modify all the elements and eliminate the last column and last row. That one is the final Z bus matrix. This method is the best method for calculating Z bus matrix. Let's see one example problem. For the system shown in figure, form bus impedance matrix using bus building algorithm. The line diagram is given. For that line diagram, we are forming the bus impedance matrix by using bus building algorithm. Here, first step, start the problem from here. Here, the branch impedance of J 0.2 add between the buses 1 and the reference bus. Step number 1, add a branch impedance J 0.2 from new bus 1 to reference bus. I draw the reactance diagram for this case. This is the new bus because The first bus is introduced in this step. This is reference bus. This is come under case number 1. In case of case number 1, the bus impedance matrix Z bus is equal to original matrix. The new column and row elements are 0. Here there is no previous original matrix. Therefore, the bus impedance matrix becomes J0.2. This is first row, first column, only one element. So 1 by 1 matrix. The order of the matrix is 1 by 1. The number of bus also 1. So this is the original matrix for this step. Then step number 2. Add the second branch. Here that is the branch impedance is J0.4. That is add a branch of J0.4 from new bus 3 to old bus 1. I draw the equivalent circuit for this step. So reference bus, bus number 1. This is old bus because this bus 1 is already exit in the previous step. The bus number 3, this one is new bus. The branch impedance between this bus is J0.4. The branch impedance between old bus and new bus, this is come under case number 2. In case of case number 2, bus impedance matrix Z bus is equal to original matrix, just to copy from the previous step, J0.2. Then the new column and the new row elements are just to copy the previous column element, then copy the previous row element. Then the diagonal element is equal to the sum of previous diagonal element plus new branch impedance. Here the previous diagonal element is J0.2. The branch impedance is, new branch impedance is J0.4. Therefore, that is equal to 0.6. Now let's go to step number 3. Now adding the last branch. I'm going to add the last branch. 2. This is reference bus. Bus number 1 is bus number 3. The bus number 1, 3 are already exit. This is bus number 2, already exit. So these are old buses. Old buses. J0.4. This is J0.2. Here in this step, add the branch of impedance J0.2 from the old bus 3 to reference bus. Old bus 3, that is add a branch of impedance J0.2 from old bus 3 to reference bus. This is case number 3. Old bus to reference bus, case number 3. In case of case number 3, the bus impedance matrix is equal to the original matrix. That is just to copy from the previous step, J0.2, 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 J0.6. Then increase one row and one column, the row value, just to copy from the previous row, J0.6. Similarly, the column value, copy the previous columns, J0.2, J0.6. The diagonal element, this diagonal element is equal to this previous diagonal element, that is J0.6 plus J0.2, that is J0.8. Now check the order of the matrix. This 3 by 3 matrix. Here the number of buses are 2, except this reference bus. Except this reference bus, number of buses equal to 2. So this matrix is not a original matrix for this system. Now the reduction is required. By reduce this matrix by using elimination formula, Zjk actual is equal to Zjk minus Zj n plus 1 Zn plus 1 k divided by Zn plus 1 into n plus 1. Using this formula, modify these elements and omit the last column and last row, you get the original matrix. Z11 actually is equal to Z11 minus Z13 Z31 divided by Z33. Substitute the values. Z11 value J0.2 minus Z13 J0.2 into J0.2 divided by Z33 J0.8. The answer is J0.15. Then Z22 actual. Z22 actually is equal to Z22 minus Z23 Z32 divided by Z33. Here substitute the values. Z22 value J0.6 minus Z23 J0.6 into J0.6 divided by Z33 J0.8. The answer is J0.15. J0.15. Then Z12 actual is equal to Z21 actual. That is equal to Z12 minus Z13 Z32 divided by Z33. Here substitute the values. Z12 J0.2 minus J0.2 into J0.6 divided by J0.8. That is. Now the values are modified. You get the modified actual bus impedance matrix. Just to copy all the values, J0.15, J0.15, the off diagonal value J0.5, J0.5. This is the actual bus impedance matrix of the system.